It is my pleasure to welcome all the participants on behalf of the management, the principal of Arulmigu Palaniandavar Arts College for Women, Palani. I invite all the participants in this webinar on Skill Enhancement Program in the title of Effective Teaching, Learning and Research through Free and Open Access Resources. In this webinar, the first session will be preceded by Dr. K. Ramasamy, Librarian of MBM Government Arts College for Women, Tindikkal. He published more than 69 articles in various titles of journals, and he plays a versatile role in editing books and directing them. He published many books related to library science, and also he was rewarded with 7 Best Paper Awards in conference and seminars. Now, Dr. K. Ramasamy presents a speech on online open access research resources.
Good morning, friends. It's my pleasure to be a part of this online session on online open access research resources. On the outset, let me take this opportunity to thank the principal of the college and the organizing secretary, the faculty members of the college for having invited me to deliver this video talk. I'm happy to meet you all in this online mode. And dear participants, the word E has become, the letter E has become dominant these days. So wherever you go, whatever you try, there is no other go, we have to depend on E. Whether it is a e-payment, e-hotel booking, e-ticket reservation, or email, e-content preparation, e-banking, e-commerce, e-marketing, and so on and so forth. In this Google era, we all confine ourselves to E, and we want all the information to be available on a mouse click. We just want to click our mouse and we would like to get everything on the screen. That is what the world is posting around now. See, gone are the days when we had something called desktops, the typical desktops. Nowadays, the things have moved from desktop to PCs, to laptops, to smartphones. And even the information sources, what we require either for our day-to-day activities, or for our teaching learning activities, or for carrying out our research activities, we started depending more and more on electronic resources than on print resources. We need the print resources, of course, but due to the convenience, flexibility, multimedia capability, we all feel like getting attracted towards e-resources. So we need e-resources either for carrying out the research work, maybe like preparing your journal articles, book chapters, books, conference papers, to carry out your minor and major projects, if you're pursuing PhD or if you're pursuing PDF, or if students are pursuing MPhil or PhD under your guidance, you need. So you need to have access to a good number of e-resources for carrying out all your research activities, because research has become more dominant factor in all the education institutions. Whether you go to NAAC grading or ISO grading or any kind of assessment criteria, research plays a very important role. Fine. And why do we need research resources? What are the areas in which I need some kind of resources? See, my dear friends, even to identify your research problem, you need to depend on resources, research resources. Whether it is offline or online or digital or not, you need to go through the related literature to find out the gap, to find out what is the problem you have in your research area. That makes you your research question. That makes you formulate your research problem. And you have to do a review of literature to understand what was done previously in your chosen field of research. What were the objectives with which those studies were conducted? What were the objectives? What were the methodologies? What kind of instruments data collection instruments they had to collect the data, and what tools were applied to analyze the data, what were their findings, and what they failed to find. This is where is the research gap. So to know what others did, to know what methodologies others followed, to get to know others' findings, you need to go through the previous researchers done by others, and you need resources. And sometimes, many times, whether you're writing a journal article or you're writing a thesis, the first part always talks about theoretical aspects. You need to give a background information to the topic on which you are doing your research. Maybe like definition, theory, evaluation, or growth of a particular subject. So all these things you need to depend on other resources. Not only that, maybe after collecting your data, you need to contextualize your findings in the world research findings. You should be able to reveal to the world community to what extent your findings are adding value to the research already available in the field. How your findings are augmenting the value of the total research done in your research area. So you need to either collaborate, corroborate, or you need to stand against the findings of others. So you need to discuss your findings. So to carry up all these aspects of your research work, which are very, very important, to identify the research problem, to do a comprehensive review of literature, to get a background information, and to have a discussion part in your research. These are very, very important parts of your research. And to do all these things, you need very, very strong, valid, authentic research resources. Fine. And we talk about e-resources. You know, e-resources are those resources which are available in electronic form. See, they should be available electronically. And secondly, you need some electronic devices to read them. Maybe e-journals, e-books, e-databases, e-images, e-patterns, e-standards, e-conference papers, e-newspapers, whatever it may be. So these are two conditions. The resource, the data should be in digital form, and you need some electronic devices to read them. So there are electronic resources. And what are these online resources? The so-called electronic resources can be either available online mode or offline mode. If you say it is an offline mode, they are also digital resources, electronic resources, but they are available in offline mode, maybe in your computer, maybe in your LAN, in a CD form, in a floppy, in the pen drive. These are all offline electronic resources. But what are online electronic resources? The electronic resources, the digital resources, which are available online in the World Wide Web, which can be accessed by people, those who have systems, those who have necessary softwares, and those who have internet connection. They can only access these online resources. Fine. A question comes here, sir, where to get these online resources? Where are they available? See, mainly we have three different categories or categorization of ways for getting these online resources required for your research work. One is there are free and open access resources. Just go and you can get it. And there are some open education resources which are exclusively designed for teaching, learning, and research activities. You can have all of them. And many institutions, they pay money, they subscribe, and they purchase e-resources. So commercially available, the subscribed e-resources you can access. These are three different ways. But now in this particular session, we would concentrate and confine ourselves only to the online open access research resources. And I would like to deal this session under many different categories. That is, I would like to throw light on what are the search engines you can use, what are the aggregators you can use, what are the various directories of open access journals, what are the various open access ETDs, electronic thesis dissertations, what about the availability of free ebooks, directories of open access institutional repositories, open data repositories, free videos, video lectures and study materials, and the resources that will help you to organize your references. So this is what I'm going to show you today. It's just a bunch of slides, hundreds of slides, on which I would like to show you different websites where you can go and get the free and open access resources required for your research work. So let's begin it. Let's begin with search engines. So when you say search engine, the first and foremost thing which strikes your mind is google.com. So we pray the almighty Google and start our journey. So Google is the first and foremost place of our searching journey. So use Google. There's absolutely wrong in it. But see, when I tried for the word artificial intelligence, you see, in 0.57 seconds, I got around 78 crores of results. Do you think it's humanly possible to have a look, have a glance on all these crores of documents? I think it takes years and years. Google gives a lot of things, but you should see whether they are relevant to me, they are suitable to me, whether they are authentic or not. So you have to adopt some strategies to restrict the results, to make the results available to you, to make the resources authentic to you, to make the resources tailor-made to you. For that, you can have a lot of techniques. You can search for all our news, our images, our books, our videos. You can use a lot of search strategies like Boolean operators and or not. Or you can use phrase search, faceted search, quotation search. Like that, many different kinds of search strategies are there. You can adopt those search strategies to refine your search. You can search for materials published anytime on past hour, past week, past month, past year. You can restrict that way. Even if you are searching for a picture also, you can decide whether you want pictures of all colors, or only full color, or black and white, or transparent. You can many different kinds of filtering mechanisms are available. See, in Google we have advanced search, wherein you can search for the contents in a particular language, or published in a particular region, or things coming from a particular type. Maybe I want only PDF file or only Excel file, something like that. You can search for contents in a particular field. So these kinds of advanced searches can be conducted to restrict and refine your search. Not only that, in advanced search, there's an option called usage rights. I think that's the last one in the menu. If you go there, you'll have a lot of options, and you can find out only those items, those contents which are free to use, which are free to use even commercially, which are free to share and modify. So you can click this particular option called free to use or share, then you'll get only copy left materials. The materials which are free from all copyright restrictions, which you can take and use without any botherations. So these kinds of tricks will help you to refine your search. Then comes Google Scholar. This is another search engine exclusively meant for scholarly materials. See, Google has got everything, but Google Scholar has got only the academically, scholarly, related, relevant resources here. So you can try Google Scholar. I just tried for digital library, and you can see the results. The difference between Google and Google Scholar is that you can see here, Google Scholar tells you how many people have cited this particular article. So whether PDF version of this particular article is available or not. See? So this way, you can find out the most cited, most relevant items of your research, and you can download the papers. If you want, you can restrict your research only to a particular period of time. And there's a beautiful option. If you just give a click on this double quote, you will get a pop-up menu from where you can easily copy the reference meant for this particular research paper, maybe in MLA style, APA style, Chicago style, and all these styles you can get. Fine. Then comes a very beautiful search engine from academic.microsoft.com. It's a semantic search engine wherein they provide access to 23.5 crores documents emanating from 49,000 journals, academic journals. You can go and search. And then comes a specific search engine called Bayes search engine. It is a search engine created by a university, and here they provide you access to around 16.4 crores of documents which are provided by around 8,000 institutions. So they don't give you just like that. They give you only those contents which are taken from around 8,000 educational and research institutions. It's a very, very reliable information. Then there is another search engine called gettheresearch.org. Just go to this particular website. You can type the keyword. You can search for only open access resources. So you want only open access resources, you can click. So full text will be coming over there and you can download all the full text open access resources. And here is a special search engine called Open Access Journal Search Engine, a search engine which is specifically designed to help you to identify what are the various open access journals available in various subjects. So here you can see in the alphabetically they have given all the subjects. You can go and click any subject of your choice. For example, I have selected library science. I was happy to note that 56 open access journals are available in this particular search engine. So you can make use of it. Then there is a search engine called Wolfram Alpha Computational Search Engine. A special search engine that is meant for conducting all your computations, all your calculations, so that you want to convert some units, you want to do some calculations in physics, chemistry, elementary algebra, or dates and time, or physics, or earth sciences. You can come here and you can execute it. Then the second component is aggregators. Aggregators are those people, those who are around the world, find out the open access resources. They bring all the resources under a single umbrella and they make it available using a single window system. Just go there, you get everything. They're aggregators. And pdfdrive.com, my favorite aggregator, they will give you more than 10 crores of PDF documents. Just go and type any subject, you'll get minimum 20 textbooks. There's no absolutely free PDF files. You can go and download. Very beautiful site, you can try. Then this is Paperity. Paperity is the first multidisciplinary aggregator of open access journals and papers in the entire world. And they provide access to 13,000 plus open access journals and 58.2 lakhs open access papers they provide in all the subjects. So try please. Then we have Core from UK. And they say that's the largest collection of open access research papers. And they provide access to 18.18 crores of research papers from around 7,000 academic and research institutions. And so there is something called Internet Archive. Those who are interested in getting free books, or movies, or software, or music, websites, and especially those who are interested in getting old materials, maybe Chola Kingdom, Chola coins, or during independent struggle activities, and history of different countries, please rely on Internet Archive. Is a wonderful place. Then there is PubMed, a website that gives you around 30 million citations on biomedical literature, medicine, biology, biochemistry, microbiology. Just come here. Then we have archive.org that provides access to 17 lakhs of scholarly articles on physics, mathematics, computer science, biology, statistics, engineering, economics. Just come and lay your hands here. Then those who are interested in getting aggregated information on agriculture, please visit AG Account Search. You'll get plenty of records. They provide around 1.5 lakhs records on agricultural and applied economics. And this is one of the beautiful preprints website. You know, preprint is the paper prepared and submitted by a researcher to a journal. It is the status of the paper before it is peer-reviewed. So before peer-reviewed version of the papers. So all those papers are aggregated and made available in preprints.org. And here you can try by keywords, you can try by author, you can try by subject categories, you can try by subjects. There are many options are there. And this is from World Bank. See, World Bank has made their contents available for all the researchers. They provide access to around 30,000 plus publications. You can access books, journals, technical papers, then sector-wise studies from this particular World Bank site. And this is one beautiful site for those who are doing research in economics, REPEC. And REPEC provides They provide you working papers, they provide you archive, they provide you articles taken from 1 or 2 countries, taken from more than 2,000 archives, 3,500 journals. So they provide access to all these things. You can try by working papers, you can search articles, you can search books, book chapters, you can search by authors. And there's a list of journals. You can go and search each and every journal. You can go and search by alphabetical order. You can download the contents. See, this is one particular journal. Then comes open access button, the very beautiful site. You just go and try for any research paper with the help of digital object identifier or PubMed ID or title or citation. If it is available, they will fetch you the legally available document to you. No problem. In case the one what you are searching for, the research paper, if it is not available, also no problem. Okay, it is available, they show you. If it is not available, what they do is that instead of you, they write to the authors, publishers, they request them, they get the papers from them, and then they make it available in this open access button. So very, very beautiful site, you can try. Then comes SSRN, very popular one, Social Science Research Network. Beautiful websites. That provides you around the 9.3 lakhs papers from 4.8 lakhs researchers in 50 different disciplines. See, I tried for an author, all the 19 papers of a particular author you can access. And this is the statistics. What are the areas on which you can get papers from SSRN? And subdivisions, if you take humanities, we have got architecture, classical research, American literature, English literature, philosophy, those all these subdivisions are available in search. Then comes oalib.com. It's another beautiful search engine and aggregator. They provide you around 4 crores of academic articles. Okay, you can go and search for. I just tried for nanotechnology. They provide you around 2,739 full text articles. You just go and download. Okay, you can download all these articles free. PDFs are available, you can download. You can search by title, keywords, abstract, author, and all. Then you can search for journals. In this OA Libno, all the journals can be searched, and you can search for publishers, and even you can see the ranking. So what is the ranking of journals in a particular subject? So they have got a link with the Google Scholar, and if you type a subject, see these are the topmost journals in anatomy. They give the Hutch index of all these journals, and these are the top journals in toxicology. This way, you can go and find out the topmost journals of your research work, and you can get access to all those journals in OALib. Okay, you can try. Okay, then comes journals. So there are some directories, some groups. They provide access to only scholarly journals, either one journal or a group of journals. For example, there's something called road.issn.org, Directory of Open Access Scholarly Resources, and they provide access to, you can see here, a lot of subjects, maybe applied science, arts and humanities, medical sciences, pure sciences, social sciences, and they provide access to 21,000 plus journals, of which 2,000 plus journals are from India. And recently a trend is emerging in the sense, the very popular commercial publishers, they started giving a portion of their research output to the world community in open access mode. For example, if a company is publishing 100 journals, they make at least 10 journals in open access mode so that everybody can come and access those materials. So many are there. One is from elsewhere, open access. You can go and search for journals. You can go for search for web pages, books, journals. And then comes Open Science Directory, another beautiful directory where you can get access to all these subjects: agriculture, bibliography, education, geography, history, language, law, medicine, naval science, political science, all those things. You can go and search for the journals. You can search for the books. I just tried for systems biology. I got around 15 titles. Fine. Then comes openaccessjournals.com. The beauty of this website is that they have given the list of subject-wise list of open access journals available in various subjects. You say any subject, maybe clinical and medical journals, informatics, material science, chemistry, physics, mathematics, any subject, they have given a long list of open access journals available under each and every subject. You can try. Just like Springer, even Wiley has let a portion of their research output in open access mode. You can see here, these are the journals which are available in the open access mode from Wiley. And you can go and search for all areas, all journals, or you can, for a particular area, what are the open access resources made available from Wiley open access. You can go and search. Then comes JScholar Online, a beautiful website, and those who are interested in medical and nursing literature, maybe oral health, maybe anatomy, maybe infection, maybe diseases or neurological or cancer research or gynecology. You can come here and you can get the materials from JScholar. It's a very beautiful website. And there is IndianJournals.com. They have around 4,000 journals, but they provide only around 40 journals as open access mode. You can go and research. These are the open access journals available in IndianJournals.com. Then comes Science Directory, a very popular database, very authentic source for all kinds of not only science but also social science literature. Even they provide a portion of their literature in the open access mode. You can go and search for journals, you can go and search for books. Okay, you can search for all these physical sciences or life sciences, health sciences, social sciences. You can go and get all the open access books and journals from ScienceDirect.com. Just like Springer and Wiley, even Emerald Insight, even they had open access. They have open access platform. You can go and try. I just tried for Constitution. I could get around 66,000 documents in open access mode from Emerald. And then comes a very popular directory called Doge. The directory is nothing but a list of an alphabetical list of the things available. And this is a directory of open access journals. So all the open access journals are available in many different parts of the world, in many languages, are compiled, and they are made available in a single platform called Doge. And Doge provides access to 14,000 journals and 48 lakhs articles. You can go and search for journals. You can go and search for articles. Fine. It's a very beautiful site. See, I just tried for few subjects. The left side you can see subject-wise categorization of open access e-journals. I just tried for law. I could get around 20,000 records on law. A beautiful website. Then comes Indian Academy of Science. They have made all their journals, Bulletin of Material Science, Earth Science, Genetics, Physics, Mathematical Science, all the journals free in the open access mode. For example, I tried for a Journal of Chemical Sciences, all the contents from the recent edition to the earliest one. See, 1978, the first issue was published. You can access from first volume, first issue to till date. All these issues can be downloaded free of cost from Indian Academy of Sciences. Then comes the NISCARE online periodic directory. So another CSIR initiative where they made 19 research journals and 3 popular science magazines free. You can go and access all these 19 research journals free of cost. For example, you take Indian Journal of Biotechnology. Starting from the first volume till the last volume, you can get access. Fine. You can search by author, you can search by subject, you can search by date issued. Okay. You can search for research journals, around 44,000 articles are there. You can search for papers from popular science magazines, around 4,000. Fine. So you can go and get access free of cost. You can then come journals4free.com. This is another beautiful directory. They provide access to 17,200 free journals on very many subjects. You can see subjects like history, language, mathematics, behavioral sciences, communication, physics, all those things. I just tried for business and economics. I got 728 journals which are freely listed. Then comes the very popular PLOS, Public Library of Science. In fact, PLOS is the first academic research institution publisher. Those who started publishing open access journals. Very impactful journals are published by PLOS. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 journals are there. You can get full access to all these journals. Then comes Silent. They provide access to 12.5 crore scientific articles, of which Around 2.8 crores are free. You can go and search. I tried for digital library. I could get around 537 full text articles. And just like Springer, Wiley, Emerald, even Sage publications, they have got their own open access page. There you can go and get access to all the open access materials of Sage publications. You can search by different subjects: business, communication, economics, education, political science, psychology, sociology. You can try. Or you can try for journals also. You can open access journals, you can go and get. You can go to the journals, you can get all the issues and all the contents free. Then comes the researchers aggregators called Academia and ResearchGate. And these two are the very, very popular sites, platforms where researchers have deposited many of their research papers here, maybe for sharing, maybe for improving their visibility. Academia is a very beautiful site. The same way ResearchGate. These are very, very popular ones wherein authors, researchers, they go and submit their papers for everybody to get access to. Fine. Then comes institutional repositories. What is a repository? It's nothing but, for example, you take your college. Your college, you got a lot of faculty members, PhD scholars, and students. So whenever these people publish papers, they publish a conference proceeding paper, they publish a journal article, they publish a book, and the video lectures, all these things can be captured in a digital form, and all the indigenously developed intellectual thought content of your institution is captured. And we make all these indigenous intellectual output available in a particular platform, maybe in your land. Then you can say it's an institutional repository. Some institutions, they make their repository open to all. They say open access institutional repositories. If you go to the repositories, whatever research papers, whatever works, whatever activities, whatever programs were executed, were carried out in that particular institution, you can get full access to all those research and other learning related documents. Fine. This is an open door directory of open access repositories. This is a directory that gives you a list of around 4,000 open access institutional repositories across the country. So this is a country-wise list of repositories. And you can go and search for continents, you can go for search by countries, you can go and search for individual repository, you can search for a particular content available in a particular format, particular language, you can try all those things. Just like Open Door, there is another directory called ROR, Registry of Open Access Repositories, and they list around 4,700 free repositories. You can go and get access, you can go and search. Around 130 repositories of India are available, are listed in ROR repository. For example, if you take the IR of Indian Institute of Management Calicut, you can see all the collections, you can go and browse and you can go and download. This is the IR of CUSAT, Cochin University of Science and Technology. You can go and browse, you can go and get contents of all the departmental activities, all the departmental research works. Then comes a very, very useful IR from Gokhale Institute of Politics and Economics. It's a very beautiful site for those who are in social sciences, especially in economics and population geography. And this is their collection. And one thing which I would like to tell about this particular IR is that, see, many of our students in my college, they used to come and ask for census information. Okay, the one site what I recommend is this one. Just go to this particular IR of Gokhale Institute of Politics and Economics. You'll get all the statistical census data since independence. Maybe state-wise, district-wise, you get all the details. Very beautiful IR. Then comes the University of Mysore. The one which always I admire is the IR of University of Mysore. You can go and search for the research activities, the contents on all these different areas. You can just go and search and download. Beautiful thing. And those who are interested in parliamentary activities and contents related to parliament activities, just come to this particular library, IR, where you'll get all the presidential addresses, budget speeches, the committee reports, review works, debates of parliaments and parliamentary court of states debates, legislative assembly debates, Indian listed council debates, and you'll get access to books, information bulletins, periodicals, everything related to parliament you can get. It's a wonderful site. Okay, you can try by all these things. Then comes open access thesis and dissertations. So as we are doing our research, we are always interested to know and see how others have structured their research work, how others have presented their content thesis form. So we like to have a sample. I like to explore what they have done. And here, this section tells you about open access ETTs, electronic thesis and dissertations. And this website, OATD, Open Access Thesis and Dissertations, they give access to around 41 lakhs e-thesis. You can go and search. I tried for marketing. I got around 19,000 theses on marketing, and especially 639 are in English. And this another site, ProQuest Open. Even ProQuest has made a portion of their collections available free. You can go and try. I tried for internet use. I could get around 37,000 theses on this internet use. There comes NDLTT. This is a Network Digital Library of Thesis and Dissertations. What they have done is that they have listed all the countries and the related websites from where you can get the thesis from that particular country. For example, Armenia, Australia, Bangladesh, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Finland, France. So if you visit these URLs, you will be able to get the open access thesis from all these countries. For example, I tried for the South African EGD portal. All are listed. You can search, you can download free. And the very popular ethos from UK, wherein they provide access to 4.75 lakhs thesis to search, of which 1.6 lakhs can be downloaded to the full text. I tried for Graph3D, you get many theses. Fine. Then comes our Indian proud moments. We have Shodh Ganga, the reservoir of Indian thesis and dissertations. All the universities, wherever they publish a research thesis, they have to submit a copy in Shodh Ganga. Just go to this website, they provide you around 2.70 lakhs of full text thesis. Cover to cover, attempt to attempt, you can just go, you can see, you can download. See, they give you a long list of all the universities. For example, I want to find out the thesis done in Manonmaniam Sundarana University. They have around 3,500 open access thesis. All the departments are listed. When I select the university, I click the Department of Chemistry, 162 thesis. Full text thesis are there. All the 162 are listed. I went through. I wanted to take one PhD. I just click the particulars about the thesis are available. Just come down. You can download the title, certificate, declaration, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. You can go download the entire thesis free. Fine. Just like that, we have e-thesis from White Rose Consortium of UK, wherein they provide access to open access thesis and PG reports on all subjects. You can go and try for all subjects. Around when I tried for items in 2016, they had around 1,648 research open access thesis items. I can go and try, you can download the full thesis. Okay, fine. Then comes Kottayam in Kerala. We have Mahatma Gandhi University. Even they have made their thesis in the open access mode. You can go to try, search, but the only thing is you can see, but you cannot download the entire thesis. But you can see the entire thesis, absolutely no problem. And this one thesis I tried and got it. You can see all the chapters, fine. Then comes the .ero. It's a very popular and the huge collection of resources. They provide access to 8 lakhs open access research thesis from 600 universities from 28 European countries. A very massive open access thesis platform. You can go and try all the records. You can search by country, you can search by year, you can search by author. All those things are possible. Okay, fine. And what about the ebooks? What are the platforms where you can get ebooks? See, one is the DOBE, Directory of Open Access Books, a platform where they provide you access to around 10,000 academically peer-reviewed books. You can go and search for by subject, by publisher, on all the areas. You can select the books. For example, social science, humanities, economics, maths, earth sciences, you can download. Fine. And OAD.Siemens, it is a website where they have given you a long list of publishers who publish open access books. For example, they say Cambridge Open, Cambridge University Press. If you click on this will take you to Cambridge Open website, from where you can download, you can access all the open access ebooks. Then comes Gutenberg, it's a very popular website, a general website, those who are interested in classics, English literature, home decorations, fine arts, some audio books, some video books. You can try in Google, in Gutenberg. They provide access to around 59,000 free books. You can go and try by author, title, most popular ones, most classical ones you can try. Then comes Hull.archives. They give around 19 lakhs of resources, of which there are 37,000 ebooks freely available. You can go and research. Then OAPEN, Open Access ebook platforms, you can go and try. And this is a beautiful site to get rare books, but only 400 rare books. The rarest of rare books are digitized and made available in this rarebook.org. You can try. Then as far as Tamil is concerned, I would like to just give you two websites. One is tamilview.org, Tamil Virtual University, where you get all the Tamil classical literature. Whether you want Sangha Ilakyam, Ahananuru, Prananuru, Paditru Sangha, Aingalu Gopyangal, Ainjalu Gopyangal, all those things. Whether you want Natukra Ilakyam, Silva Ilakyam, all kinds of Tamil literature, original text, plus their translations in Tamil, you can get access to in this particular beautiful website, tamilview.org. Then comes Project Mother, it's another website. They provide you around 400 plus PDF documents on Tamil literature, whether it is Parthiban Kanavu or it is Nalayathidya Prabandham or Tiruvasagam or Atichudi or Tirukural, you can go and download. Around 450 documents are available here in Project Madurai. Then comes the data repositories. See, whenever researchers do their research, once the research is completed, what they do is that they will store their research data in some repositories. And some repositories, they provide free access to these kinds of research data. Fine. So what are they? For example, re3data.org. This is a registry of research data repositories. You can go and get data. Then our Government of India website, data.gov.in, where you can get around 3 lakhs resources drawn from 173 departments. Then comes the data1.org, and those who are interested to get earth and environmental data, you can just come to Data1, you'll get. There's another beautiful data sharing site called Figshare. You can come and get your research data. And even Microsoft, they have created a portal for letting their research data available to everybody. So you can come to msropendata.com. You can get the research data available in Microsoft. Then, just like India, each and every Indian state is having a website called like this, tn.data.gov.in. From here, you can get 18,000 resources from 61 Tamil departments. Okay, Tamil Nadu, whatever departments we have, all the departments, their data, authentic data is available in this particular government website. You can come and try. Okay, you can try this. And indiastat.com, the most authentic source on Indian statistics. They provide data on 32 socio-economic categories: education, economy, health, housing, media, power, sports, and whatnot. In all areas you can click. And they provide even sector-specific websites, state-specific websites, region-specific websites. Even they provide you a beautiful website called Districts of India. See, India has around 650 districts. And they provide access to 620 districts, top to bottom of all the 620 districts of India. In the same way, India started having another website called Elections of India. If you go to this website, since independence till today, whatever elections, state elections, central elections, the results, everything it gets. It's a very beautiful initiatives from indiastate.com. Then comes the ICSR Data Service, Indian Council of Social Science Research. They have made a portal for giving open access data to researchers, maybe on investment, tourism, education, enterprise, household, consumer, healthcare, all those things you can try. And then comes some study materials which can be used by researchers to get background information for their research work. See, if you go to eGyankosh, all the IGNOU materials can be downloaded. You know, IGNOU is a center which has got a very strong name for qualitative content. You can get all the IGNOU materials. Then ePG Pathshala, and those who are in PG qualification, for them it is quite useful. For teachers who are handling PG classes, quite useful. And they provide access to around 73 disciplines, postgraduate disciplines. For all the 33 disciplines, you can get plenty of materials. For example, I selected commerce, I selected a particular subject, management concept and organizational behavior. All the units are displayed. I can select the unit, I can download the PDF. It's a very beautiful site. Then comes a private university, lovely professional university. They have made all their study materials free of cost. Maybe computer science, MCA, MSc, postgraduate, UG, diploma, all things can be downloaded. Then comes Allahabad University, Kharagpur. Even they have made their study materials free. You can go to Allahabad University, semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, semester 4. Everything can be downloaded subject wise. You can just go and download. Fine. These are screenshots of Allahabad University materials. Then comes a remarkable work from Ministry of HRD, and through their National Mission on Education through ICT, they launched a portal called Vidya Mitra, okay, front of education. See, what they have done is that they have collected all the educational content so far developed in all the platforms under the initiatives of MHRD. All those educational contents are brought and made available under a single umbrella called Vidya Mitra. Fine. You can go and search for UG materials, PG materials, e-tutorials. You can go and search for title or institution or subjects. It's a very beautiful site. Then comes VLab, another initiative of MHRD where they provide access to virtual labs. For example, in electrical engineering or physics or chemistry, those who are not able to access the high-end labs, they can come and experiment here using virtual lab environments. Then Tamil University, for those who are interested to get Tamil study materials in for maybe PG or UG or diploma courses, for all these courses, Tamil, English, psychology, commerce, botany, library science, you'll get Tamil notes here, Tamil study materials here. And this MS University in Tirunelveli, you can go and get their study materials for all the courses run by them. You can go and download. Then comes OER, Open Educational Resources. As I told you, open educational resources are those materials which are prepared and made available online for everybody. So you can go and download it, you can read it, you can use it in your classroom interactions, in your research work, you can make modification in it, you can distribute the original one, you can distribute the modified one, you can take 2 or 3 OER materials, you can mix them and integrate them. By integrating, you can create a new material. That new material can be used, reused, repurposed, distributed. So all these are possible with open educational resources, which are exclusively meant for teaching, learning, and research activities. Fine. The top leader from India is National Digital Library of India. They provide access to 4.8 crores of resources in many subjects, school level, UG engineering, UG science, UG other discipline, language, management. You can go and search by author, subject category, education level, maybe for first standard or 12th standard or UG level, PG level. You want videos, you want audios, you want the software, you want data set, you want questionnaire. So all these things can be accessed in a single platform, National Digital Library of India. You can go and become a member of this particular initiative, and you can access all these resources. Then comes OER Commons, one of the beautiful search engine where you can get access to lakhs and lakhs of open access educational resources. You can search by education level or standard or subject and whatnot. And this is another Oasis, a beautiful aggregator for open education resources. You can go and search for subjects, astronomy, biology, chemistry, okay, all those things you can try. cnx.org, they provide a lot of open educational resource textbooks. You can go on the search, you can go and download the textbooks. Near open.umn, they provide around 700 textbooks exclusive for education. You can go and search for individual books, you can download, you can search for subjects. And animate.org, they provide access to mathematical textbooks on many subjects, many branches of mathematics. You can go and download. Then we have yx.com, where you get open textbooks on business, on economics, on mathematics and statistics. You can go and search, you can download the entire book. And we have hippocampus.org, where you can get access to 7,000 free videos in 13 subject areas. So all the areas are here. You can select the area, You can select the sub area and video will appear here. You can watch and you can download. And this is another beautiful website of video lectures. See, what they have done is that they have collected the video lectures of great scientists, philanthropists, motivational speakers, which were delivered in various conferences, education institution programs. Those video lectures were captured and made available. You can just go and see, you can go and download. Subject is biology, 600 video lectures, chemistry 260, then environment 208, business 1200. Just go and download. Okay. The last one, see, so far I have given you a lot of resources from where you can get access to open access resources. So once you had used these resources, you got some research papers, some conference papers, some books. After using them, you have to properly cite them. That's very, very important. See, since they are free, it doesn't mean that you can just that you can use them. No. After using these resources, you have to properly cite them. You have to properly give reference for all the resources. How to give? There are some online resources. You can go to different online citation managers like easybib.com or Cite This For Me or bibme.citation machine or CiteFast or EasyBib, wherein you can go and get and generate references for all kinds of research papers or books or conference papers or websites, whatever you have downloaded and used for your research. Okay, so the list is not over, it goes on, but due to passage of time, let me conclude the presentation. So dear friends, let us know the availability of these open access resources, these open education resources. The first step. Once you know that these resources are available, then you should try to explore these resources. You should try to use these freely available resources. See, all the institutions cannot subscribe and make available the commercially available resources to all the people. So we may very well use wherever you are. You can make use of all these open access resources, online resources, and see that your research is becoming more meaningful. Your research becomes more effective. Not only that, you know the resources, you use the resources. The next and final stage of any intellectual growth is you should share it. Whatever good resource you have come to know about it, you can kindly share about that open access resource with your friends, your peers, your students. So I'm sure that this session would have enriched you with a lot of resources. Use open access resources, and let's see that these resources are used by any number of our students community also. Thank you so much.